got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Right on the money. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second and goal for the offense. Here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They put the first points on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will get the ball for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win, and whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the run.
Stop.
Touchdown, Red Raiders. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas has a lead right now at Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to run it. It's Beebe. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lost one deep down the right side.
Get out of here.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
On his ass.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Oh, yeah.
Got some room, headed to
That was sweet. That's why that place left. That was sweet.
The offense cashing it in on that drive. How efficient
Murder
have they
going
been
on
as they
up here.
extend this lead here in week 5?
I'm just glad we came for the trip.
Quarterbacks
Wanted to
and
see this Duke
receivers, they
boys
develop confidence
stay.
and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Why you wasn't ready?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really
That's
grown.
going to get them in early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll try the left side. He breaks the tackle. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Looking deep down the right side. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Amen.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Good.
Looking to fire.
Oh, he slipped. He slipped. Walk right in there. He slipped.
Haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. All wideouts, no backs. Davis looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's caught. It's Green. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get into the ball as many ways as
Look
you
at the foul
can.
a little
That time
bit,
it's a
man.
screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability,
Nice play.
this dude is dangerous.
Makes
Some
the
plays,
grab
huh?
close to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on
Really
that
get
one.
pissed, huh? See?
Looking for room. It's Beebe.
Oh,
And the
boy.
defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the
If you got
football.
that off,
That's a
like
good
that
lesson for
foul
young
before I got
receivers out there
sick, boy,
watching.
you would have been grabbed.
Davis will throw.
That was some nice.
Touchdown Warriors! They
need
wanted
that.
to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This drive will open from the 15. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room.
Stop.
Ripping off the huge gain down to
That's
the 17-yard
boy.
line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter. Already, the quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The offense tried to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second and goal coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in.
Yes.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Clock on their ass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Davis looking to pass. Got his man quickly. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with.
Thank you.
Intercepted.
Thank
Man,
you.
they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation. Go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On the run, it's Thompson. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all
Get this
there
out
is
of
to
the way.
do
I
there
knew
in
it was going to be a
Honolulu.
cakewalk.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't start
We're
this
ready for
halftime report
Pac-12
by giving
play
props to this
next week.
superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter.
Turning it on. The spin, still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Okay.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They go one another.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Davis will throw. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like, you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
Got a man. It's Green. They
Come on,
make
man.
the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first
How the hell
down.
my days do some shit
I
like
know the
that?
offense is
Sweet.
down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Good dude, man.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Yeah, what else, bro?
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen.
Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pressure coming.
Bitch.
And they'll bring him down for the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for space. It's Beebe. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely center cut. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Let's go. Let's go. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch it. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far as the third quarter stats will show you.
They just
as
happy.
We enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable
Game
can come
almost
from this
over.
one. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field,
celebrate.
and we are ready to get this thing
Celebrate
started.
this loss. They're gonna say, "Shit, we lost to the defending national champs."
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here today.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Fitzpatrick. Quickly complete.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper.
You ain't getting that.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Thompson. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
Ha!
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
This is my low, baby.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense. back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Backups.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
59, Hawaii, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Back to pass, it's Fitzpatrick. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next.
Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Very
For
good
David
of it.
Pollack and Jesse
No matter
Palmer,
what
I'm
the
Reese Davis, and this
competition
has been another presentation
Repetition.
of EA Sports
Once
College
you get
Football.
better, needed this. We get ready for Pac-12 flight starting next week. I might come back on this. This is a beat down. It's competition.